Y'all see this flame? This candle's going crazy. And now it's lighting out black smoke. There's a lot of negativity being burned right now. Give me a second, I'm gonna pray. Wow, there's a lot of smoke coming out. I definitely got permission from her higher ups. Look at that flame. Wow. Her energy's strong. Her energy's very strong. If you're new to this channel, I am a shaman. I have the gift of mediumship as well as a bunch of other psychic abilities. I don't really, dial myself down to one because it's kind of impossible. But I've been manifesting this reading for a few weeks now. Um, because I've had certain videos put in my recommended about her, and I feel like spirit like low-key tried to push me towards her, and then one day I had her on my mind a lot, and I went and I don't know if you guys know Sloan Bella. She's a very talented medium, she did a reading on her, and then psychic medium Ray, he's very talented, he did a reading on her as well. The both of them did it different. I'm more so going to do it from channeling because I feel her very, very intensely. Kind of almost, I don't know if she had fire in her chart, fire placements, certain, but whatever I'm getting, this is a very confident person. She was a very confident person. She knew what she wanted. She knew how to maneuver, and she's even saying like manipulate, like she's very her spirit's trying to heal, and that's why I told you guys in the title, if you have an extra candle, anything like around, light a candle because this definitely is somebody who did not make the choice that they said that she made in the media. This young woman did not take her life. She didn't. She was stuck in a spider web, a web of high profile people, stuck in the web of Miss University pageants, and billionaires invest in those pageants. Millionaires, famous people, celebrities. This young lady was stuck in a web of celebrities, billionaires, power. And she was definitely being watched by, I'm hearing someone and something sinister. So there could have been people trying to do spiritual work on this girl, and in the end it ended up with her actually getting physically taken out, because what they were trying to do with her is basically, it's like there's something here about extracting. Yeah, there's something here about extracting energy or extracting a spirit, or a lot of people don't understand that a lot of these bigger people, this is what she's telling me. She's sitting in front of me. She doesn't like, I'm seeing white, like white pants. She doesn't like white pants. Her spirit still isn't well formed, because I said she's healing a lot. This was very dark sided, what happened to her, and like I said, a lot of high profile people were involved in this. I see what really got me into what really made me want to do this was that when I saw the psychic medium Ray, he pinpointed something that I had pinpointed in me manifesting the reading, and it's that, and also Salome Bella, same thing. We all pinpointed that we see men in suits around her. Men in suits. Well-dressed men. Very wealthy men around her. Controlling her. maybe even blackmailing her to a certain degree with certain information or certain things that um, maybe like if other people knew, she wouldn't have won that pageant. Yeah, it's like there's also blackmailing in there about um, things that she did in her life that was her private time, and there were people that were trying to expose her because of it. She was a lot of people behind the scenes didn't like her because she stood up for herself, and I am feeling the reason why this happened to this young woman is because she stood up to these very elite, high profile people. She didn't want to, there was some kind of obligation for her. I'm hearing contract. She keeps talking about a contract, pen and paper, sign, pen and paper, contract. What was happening um, behind the scenes that made her so uncomfortable to not want to sign this contract? And she felt like she was hearing things and experiencing things. I also think like psychically and having dreams as well. Like I think she's someone who would get downloads, honestly, either through dreams or maybe through just having like I feel like she knew about her intuition, and she was, sometimes kind of smart with it, sometimes not. She's telling me, um, she's being a good sport about what has happened. Um, I think that's why I haven't channeled her earlier, is because I knew this girl didn't commit suicide, and I knew it was gonna be very dark sided, and I wanted, because when someone passes away and their spirit goes into all the other realms, passes through wherever the 1 billion doors are. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not a spirit. I never fully been there myself. But when someone, let's say someone passes by suicide for real, okay, every time you bring up that person, it could be about, oh, well, so and so. Remember, you could be having a conversation about mental health, and you and a person remember someone in your life that committed suicide or something, and you talk about it. That's you bringing their energy back up. And what's going on with Cheslie is that she did not do what they say she did, but it's almost as if they need a reason to use her energy and to use her likeness to try to push. Yeah. There's something here. She's telling me something about pushing an agenda. Even though there are a lot of people out here that are dealing with depression and anxiety and really struggling, she understands that. But what she's saying is they're using her to push a narrative. She's like, no, I was strong. She's like, I'm strong. She goes, they're weak, they're weak, they're weak. She's kind of angry. And I think that's why the flame, when I first channeled her energy, that's why the flame was popping up in the air like that. Because honestly, she is kind of angry. She can't believe that this happened to her. She can't believe that the way everything turned out was to really, truly hurt her. Like, for real. And, maybe she had thoughts about being in the industry. Well, what if this happens? What if that happens? And it was too late when things really started to get very serious, and she realized she was trapped and being blackmailed. One second. She's flipping through papers. Look at these papers. Look at these conditions. Look at these terms. I'm human. I'm human. I'm human. Like, she was complaining about papers, conditions, terms, her likeness. I feel like they wanted to use her likeness in something that was being created or coming up. And she wasn't down for it. Cheslie is very like-minded, very strong-minded. you could not put her in a box. And it's like she, I don't want to say snooty. It's not snooty. It's just there's something about her confidence that I think a lot of people took the wrong way as well. Like maybe even other people around her, like other females. I'm getting, because you know she is from the pageant world. I'm even getting an energy of like even they might have taken her to be a bitch, or like behind the scenes people took her to be bitchy. But no, she was just a hard worker. She knew what she wanted. She was confident, and sadly, when you're a woman and you embody those characteristics, you become a bitch. That's what she's saying. She was like everything was so misogynistic, and everything was so. She's kind of complaining about. She's kind of complaining about what she had to deal with. As far as the industry that she was in. As far as the industry that she was in. Sorry, 1 second. She's showing me something. She says she wasn't herself. And she's showing me a limp body. So I don't know if there was someone was sneaking stuff into her drinks and I'm really getting the energy that this girl was being watched, like very creepy. And I think that's why she's coming to me wearing all white. Is that spirit is saying like this girl's a pure heart. This girl's a very pure soul, just caught up in a lot of dark activity from other people. And you guys don't. The one thing to realize is that I think who is it? There's something here about like Oprah, Harvey Weinstein. I might need to do a part 2 because I do know that some of those that Oprah did sponsor some of those pageants. Maybe even Harvey did. I'm not sure about that at all. I would have to actually do some research. But she, like I said, she's showing me a bunch of celebrity people, like just a bunch. Oh, I'm just saying some that I see. Oprah and Harvey Weinstein is one of them. And I also felt like there were things that she wanted to speak out on, maybe even reveal certain truth. And you know, those people behind the scenes, those elite people, they don't like their tea spilled. They don't like none of that. And a part of me was feeling like she was getting ready to spill tea, or she was getting ready to dip out on a contract, or dealing with this one businessman. Could be romantic things involved in there with some of those businessmen, but that's not exactly where she wants me to highlight. She wants me to highlight that she was used in the worst way and was taken out in the worst way. And now she's saying every time they speak on her and they use suicide awareness, it pulls her energy back. Like it hurts her. It hurts. Like she's showing me her heart chakra, and it's just like like her heart is just like breaking into a million pieces because of what they did to her. Like I said, when you say someone died of suicide but they really didn't, and you use their picture as mental health awareness and all these other subjects for mental health, you are hurting that person's spirit. It's legit as if her energy is being siphoned, and that's why they use that whole suicide tactic, so that they can speak on her like, oh yeah, so sad, but in reality, no. She's telling me, she's like, I was so strong that they were kind of scared of me. Because, like I said, I'm seeing Oprah and Harvey Weinstein. This girl knew people. She was involved in major news stations. She did news castings, interviews all around the world. When you do something as lucrative as a Miss Universe pageant, she's telling me, those kind of doors, once in a lifetime doors. And she got achievement. Sorry, not she wanted. She achieved a lot. I'm putting respect on her name because I really like her energy, and I've been manifesting this reading, and her energy's been coming through very very nicely to me. Sorry, I'm gonna check this candle out. Make sure it's not. I'm gonna take some of this wax off. But she will have justice. Okay? That's one thing I'm hearing from spirit. Her spirit will have justice. It will. She was very strong in this life and she had a strong spirit, so she has very strong ancestors and they're fighting for her. I didn't want to make this too long. Sorry, I had to drink water. I would film and edit, but I like it when it flows like this better. We're gonna see certain karmic things happen in the industry and happen to people, and it's because Cheslie's ancestors are really working on her. That's why she came to me wearing the white, because they're trying to purify her because of what they're doing to her energy. They're literally siphoning and hurting this girl's energy. Like, this girl, when she went on the other side and she saw everything what was going on, I feel like before she went out her body or left out her body, she was like placed somewhere or put somewhere. Sometimes when you have very powerful ancestors, what I've learned when I read certain spirits is that they will push the spirit somewhere. Like, they'll push them somewhere so that they don't have to experience the pain or see it. But when she saw what they were doing with her spirit, her body, her energy, siphoning energy from her, I'm telling you, it terrified her. It terrified her, and I feel like her spirit is kind of a warning for a lot of other young people who are getting involved in the industry, and it's like, you don't know what you're getting involved with. When people can make things happen, guess what? They can make things happen. And there's also some kind of connect, like, I'm hearing something about grooming. That seems like it's something from her teenage years. That seems like more of a about ushering her into the pageant world, which she is very proud about. Again, she does want me to say that she's proud about it, but you know, people beware of a trap you could be setting yourself up for because you just want some kind of success. And because she was so headstrong and she wasn't going to do what they wanted her to do with whatever contract she was showing me, papers she was showing me, they didn't want her around anymore. Yeah, she's good. She's done. She's kind of fading out now. Like I said, this is why I said light a candle for her, because now she's kind of fading out. Light a candle for her because they are siphoning this girl's energy, and they are using her energy in a very, very, very bad way. And say a prayer for her, and say a prayer for yourself for protection, because it's not just these elite people that are in this business of sacrificing. It could be the person up the street. It could be the person at the grocery store. This is like, there's a lot of dark magic surrounding this situation. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So you guys stay protected. This was Cheslie Kryst. Thank you for letting me channel you. Love you guys. Anything you need in the description box below, as well as a high vibrational channel I use every day. It's very powerful, and personals for all that information. Love y'all.